Welcome, your friends. It's another video of Jerusalem. Behind me, it's the cross church. According to tradition, that's where the tree that Jesus was crucified on it was grown. It's a Greek Orthodox church. And on the other side here, you can see a little bit of the Israeli Museum, which you know that it's one of my most important sites in Jerusalem. But I'm standing, let me show you exactly where. Standing in a very important junction, and it's not biblical junction. It's about what's happening now in Israel, and that's because you ask me a lot about it. Then I'm standing in front of the most important building in the democratic state of Israel, and this is the Knesset, the Parliament of Israel. You know that I'm trying not to involve politics into my tools, but you asked me so many questions, and one of them was how dare the Democratic believes that the Republicans of Israel are part of the it's even so difficult for me to say dictatorship parties. Well, the Israeli parliament is different than the Americans. You usually have Democrat and Republican Party. We have endless parties. All of them are Democratic until now. In America, Republicans and Democratic are living in a democratic country. And that was true until today in Israel too. From tomorrow, I'm not so sure, and that's what's happening now in Israel. It's not Republicans against Democratic. It's Republicans and Democratic and so many other parties, like the Arab parties and some of the religious parties, against the dictatorship of the government the current government. Yes, I love Bibi Netanyahu. I know that a lot of you love him too. But something happened to him. It's not a pacemaker that was planted yesterday to him. It's not because he lied to us and said that he is feeling okay. It's not because he's, 30 years in the as a ruler of Israel. No, because for the last 30 years there was opposition and opposition, and everyone loved each other. They want to change things. This is a democratic way. But this time, the idea of not Mr. Netanyahu. I think he's the weak guy in that leadership. I mean, he is the prime minister, but this time he's so weak. The government is controlled by so many people who want to destroy the power of the law. The Supreme Court, they wanted to control it. The minute they will do that, we won't be a democratic country. And tomorrow they will vote for it. In a way, they will vote for the idea that if they don't like the result of court, they can change it. It means that they will control the court. Then in that case, we do have a problem. And for the last 4 days, 72,000 people marched from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Yesterday we had 250,000 protesters all over Israel against it, and this is a kind of a demonstration that no one actually asked them to come. And the people are just coming, just like me, came from Tel Aviv.
No. מערוץ הספורט?
No, I'm from YouTube.
Okay.
Then in that case, he asked me from Channel 2 or from sport. I mean, sports channels. I mean, look at me. Me and sport. Then in that case, the idea is that soon we might be like Poland and Hungary, and we might reach the level of Turkey and, God forbidden, Russia. And it can happen. It's not Republicans against democratic. It's democratic people, that includes most of Israel, against dictatorship people. Part of them are in the Likud, a lot of them, I must say. Part of them are in the religious parties that are not Zionists, and they want us, for example, to live like the Torah time, which can be nice, destroy the Temple Mount and to build a third temple, which is okay, but you know, let God actually choose for it. Then in that case, it's a sad moment in Israel, and I'm sure that you hear a lot about it, but you didn't understand everything. Now, if you are really not happy with that video, please tell me that, and I will delete it from YouTube. But if everyone will, or a lot of you, will ask me some more questions about it, I will try to be as objective as I can and to talk about what's happening now. See, those hundreds of Israelis marching with the Israel flags, no one told them to come here. I knew that I need to be in Jerusalem today for myself. I cancelled one of the tours. Don't worry, it's not a private tour. They had a different tour guide. But I felt that I need to be here to see what's happening here. And it's a democratic party for me. It's a democratic celebration. But maybe tomorrow we are not going to be a democratic country anymore. Which is, I think about you, Netherlands people. Think about you, USA, Canada. Think about what will happen to you if something like that will happen. Then, yes, the government was elected legally in a democratic way. But I must say that Mr. Hitler did it too. Orban from Hungary was elected in a democratic vote as well. Erdogan as well. Then he changed everything. Then now you know a little bit more about what's happening in Israel lately, and I know that it's not a regular video, but this is it. No right for, I mean, from tomorrow it can be no right for judges, no right for, and this is very important because I won't be able to create those kind of videos. No right for newspapers and media, no right for women, no right for the gay community, no right. And this is, you can see that here there are religious people as well. It's not a religion fight. It's religious people together with secular people against some, as I see, fundamentalist ministers and parliament members that decided to take the law for themselves. I'm standing very close to the another important place, and let me take you to see. I'm standing next to the Dead Sea Scrolls area. Soon you will see the White Dome. I took a lot of videos. No, actually I didn't take a video there, but I talked a lot about it there, mainly because it is so important for me. It's the Bible, 900 scrolls that we found with the Bible in it, and that actually tells us that Judaism was here 2,000 years ago, and they're still here. It's the fight between son of light, son of darkness, just like the Bible, the Christian Bible. And that's what I'm actually thinking now. It's a fight between freedom, democratic, to darkness. And here it is in front of you. You can see it. If you like that kind of video and you want to share it to everyone that didn't understand what's happening in Israel, this is your time to fight for my democratic way. Thank you very much for being with me, and I hope that I didn't hurt you. Oh, but before that, this is the library. This is the library of Israel. They're building it. Then every book in Hebrew and English that were written about Israel will be there. But soon, maybe some people will decide what book will be in and what book will go out, and maybe even burn. Lately you asked me another question. Why there's so many hate between Jews and Christians? I think there is a connection to that government that controls Israel and the fundamentalists that actually standing on the head of it. Why it's so important? Mainly because now they feel that they can destroy every part of Israel. Part of it is to destroy the relationship between the Jews and the Christians. Then, yes, it's happening lately, and I'm taking videos of it. We saw what's happening at the Room of the Last Supper. We saw what's happened in the southern wall of the temple. There is a connection between those two. But please understand that most of Israelis are against it. This is a bad time in Israel, and I hope that you will pray with me that that nightmare will end. Thank you very much for being with me, and please send that video to everyone. And if you want to see more of the Holy Land, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.